Today we're going to be looking at how you can add a transition to a video you're editing in Canva. So here is a video that we are editing. Down here you can see the video timeline that is highlighted in purple, and you can use this slider to move along the timeline. The timeline shows us how long the video is, and using this slider we can hone in on particular parts of the video and add something in the middle or take something out. We can also add a page to our timeline to add more content to our video. Up here we have the video that we are editing, and we have our rectangular page that it is sitting in the middle of. Now, why would you want to add a transition to a video? There are a couple of examples we can think of. One might be that you have a bit in the middle of your video. Perhaps you want to take something out. Perhaps you'd like to take out a bit in the middle of your video and then add a smooth transition between those two sections. Or perhaps you would like to add something additional at the end of your video, perhaps a card showing a call to action or a link or an image or another video, and you'd like to add a transition between those two sections. So the first example, adding a transition in the middle of your video. If we use this slider, we can slide along to the part where we would like to add a transition. For example, here. Once we've moved our slider in place, we can then right click over the slider, and then we can click split page. And you can see that then creates two different sections. There's another way you can split the page. If you undo that action, go up here to undo, then you can right click, or you can click on the section and then just tap S as a shortcut, and that does the same thing, creating these two sections. And then you might want to adjust any of these sections. Perhaps you wanted to take a bit out of this section, in which case you click this and drag it back a bit. And when you hover between the two sections, you see two options appear. One is to add a page and one is to add a transition. We want to click add transition, and then to the left we see various options appear, and when we hover over them we can preview what they look like. So this shows us dissolve, or slide, or line wipe, or color wipe. So we just select the one that we want, for example color wipe, and then with color wipe we can see various options, including the duration, the direction of travel of the color, and we can even change the colors that are used in that color transition. A simpler example would be dissolve, and that just gives you the duration, because the dissolve is a much simpler animation. So if we click dissolve, if we make it last 1.5 seconds, and then we click off it, that has now established that. We can see that transition sitting in the middle there, a circle with what looks like an hourglass sitting on its side. We can click on that to change anything about that transition. We can just preview what that looks like. And there we have a little dissolve transition. Another way you can add a transition is at the end of a video. We just hover over to the end and click add page. That is going to create a new section. In order to get that little transition button to appear, we might just need to zoom in on our timeline a little bit. And then again we see those options to add a page and add a transition. First, let's just add some detail to this page. For example, some text. Just write, "Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos." And there we go. And then we go to add that transition by hovering, clicking add transition. We'll select color wipe this time, and then we can just preview what that looks like. And there we go. And that is how you can add a transition to a video that you are editing in Canva. Thank you very much.